Hello, our sweet audience. Welcome back to our new episode of Learn English with English Speeches.
Yeah, and this is episode 3 of JACKMA's English speech. This is the best way for learn English practically and more accurately.
Of course, Avery, this will help you to learn lots of vocabulary, phrases, and also teach you most important thing that how to speak English fluently in front of audience.
So, at first we will introduce who is JACKMA and then go through her third part of speech.
Jack Ma, whose full name is Ma Yun, is a Chinese entrepreneur, philanthropist, and former executive chairman of Alibaba Group, a multinational conglomerate specializing in e-commerce, retail, internet, and technology. He co-founded Alibaba in 1999, and it has grown to become one of the world's largest and most valuable technology companies. Ma is known for his inspirational leadership style, his advocacy for entrepreneurship, and his significant contributions to the digital economy in China.
He stepped down as executive chairman of Alibaba in September 2019 to focus on philanthropy and education. Now go through her speech.
As you know, in the United States, issues have risen about privacy. Google and Apple, and questions of whether the government should have access to files. How do you handle that if the Chinese government says you know a lot about people? You have transactional relationships with lots of people. And they say, we want to see your files.
Well, so far I don't have this kind of problems of our Chinese government. And I told them, any government, if you come here for the national security, anti-terrorist, well, anywhere anti-terrorist, we work together. It's a criminal, we work. But rest of that, no. I said, we are a business. The data is so precious because we don't know how. Because if we give to anybody, it's going to be a disaster. And also about privacy issues. I think, just like hundreds of years ago, people say, I would rather put money under my pillow rather than put in the banks. But today, banks, they're special. They know how to protect money much better than you do. Privacy issues, all these kind of securities, today, we may not have the solutions. We don't have the answer. But I believe our young people have the solutions. In the next 10, 20 years, there will be breakthrough on that. And I'm fully confident on that.
Your life is a testament to the idea that nothing is impossible. That if somebody says no, you say it's just the beginning. Where does that come from?
Well, at the beginning, I never thought, I thought when I was young, I said, everything's possible. Now I know not everything's possible. When you have something, you have to think about, you have to consider about the others. You have to consider about the customer, society, your employees, your shareholders, society. There are so many things that I think if you continue to work hard, there's possibility. And I just feel that I'm enthusiastic about what we are doing. At the beginning, for the first 5 years, I just want to survive. And 5 years later, I think...
That's 2000, from 90...
Yeah. But later, I think, wow, so many people's life changed. I was so excited, for the first 3 years, we made zero revenue. Zero revenue. But we are so excited to continue to work. You know what happened? I remember many times when I go to a restaurant and have dinner, somebody came, when I was trying to pay the bill, the owner of the restaurant came to say, sir, your bill is paid by someone. And the small note say, hey, Mr. Ma, I'm your customer of Alibaba Group, Alibaba platform. I made a lot of money, and I know you don't make any money. I pay the bill for you. And I remember one day that I was sitting somewhere in the coffee, somebody sending me a cigar. I don't smoke cigar, but there's a note, thank you very much, I'm your customer. And I remember in the Taobao days, I was at the Shangri-La Hotel in Beijing. When I get on the taxi, the man who opened the door for me, the boy at the gate, he said, Jack, thank you very much.
So what have
I'm
you-
Simmons here. My girlfriend makes more money than I do on your site. And this is something that you know that it's not a mission. If you don't do it, nothing's possible. If you try to do it, at least you have the hope.
The revenue comes from advertising and a smaller amount from transactional fees.
Yeah.
Most of it from advertising.
Tiny.
Tiny from advertising?
Tiny from advertising, tiny from transactions, because we need big mass. Now we have more than 10 million small business power sellers selling our site to everywhere. So the the transactions we have is second after Walmart. So tiny.
Second after Walmart.
Yeah, tiny of the of the money already make us big. So, we second after Walmart. I remember one of the senior management of Walmart guys came to Hangzhou 5 years ago. He said, Jack, you did a great job and blah, blah, blah. So I said, maybe in 10 years we'll be bigger than Walmart. He said, young man, you have a good hope. So we said, make a bet. I think in 10 years we'll be bigger than Walmart on the sales. Because if you want to have 10,000 new customers, you have to build a new warehouse and this, that. For me, 2 servers.
What's your market cap versus Walmart today?
I don't know, but
I don't
maybe
either. It's close.
I think so. Maybe we should check later.
All right.
Yeah.
So where are you going? What does Jack want?
I think because the name for Alibaba, we are internet company, happen to be in China. We have the same spirit and entrepreneur spirit like every great entrepreneurs in the world. And I remember the day when I started Alibaba, we want to have a mission helping small business doing easier. So next step is today, so many millions of small business using our platform to sell things, and over 300 million consumers buy things from our site. Cheapest, efficient. So what I'm thinking about, how we can make Alibaba a platform for global small business. My vision is that if we can help a Norway small business can sell things to Argentina, and Argentina consumers can buy things online from Switzerland, and we can build up which I called I don't know, maybe not right word, called EWTO. The WTO is great past the century, but WTO helps so many big companies to sell things across the nation. Today, internet can help small business sell things across the oceans, across the nations. And I hope that we can serve 2 billion consumers.
2 billion consumers.
2 billion consumers. We can help 10 million small business outside China. Help them.
Outside China.
Outside China. Because we help the American farmers in Washington State almost 300 tons of cherries to China last year. Cherries. Before we sell, the ambassador of USA came to me and said, Jack, can you help us selling cherries?
In China.
I said, what cherries and the fruits? He said, why not? I said, why not? Let's try. So that when we start to sell cherries, the cherries still on the trees. So we start a pre-order, 80,000 families order cherries online. So we picked up the cherries and ship into China. Within 48 hours, we sell the cherries. The consumers are so happy. But we got a lot of letters complaint after 3 days. They say, why only 100 tons? Why we should not get more? So we sell, 2 months ago, we helped the Costco. We sold 300 tons of nuts to China. So I'm thinking about if we can sell, we're also selling Alaska seafood to China. So if we can sell seafood, if we can sell the cherries, why we cannot help American and European small business selling things to China consumers? China needs that. So this is what I want to do is that 2 billion consumers, China, Asia, developing nations, how we can let them buy things globally.
Alibaba rode with the millions of people that went from poverty to the middle class in China. I mean, you were right there growing as they grew and increased. When you look at the international markets, you're doing well in Russia?
Yeah.
How well?
We do pretty good on Russia, and we do also pretty good at Brazil.
In Brazil?
Russia, I think now I don't know, we are if not the number one, we're the number two or number three largest.
E-commerce.
E-commerce. I remember last year we had a campaign. The campaign is that a lot of Russian girls and boys want to buy things from China. You know how many days a Russian girl placed an order and received the products from China? 2 years ago, 4 months. Even that, people are so happy about all the things. And last year, the campaign, within 1 week, we crashed the whole logistics system of Russia.
All right. You were also seen in Hollywood.
Yeah.
What are you doing in Hollywood?
Well, I like the Hollywood innovation at the digital background. I learned so much about the Hollywood movies, especially the Forrest Gump.
You love Forrest Gump.
I love Forrest Gump.
Well, why do you like him?
Simple. Never give up.
Never give up.
People thinking he's dumb, but he knows what he's doing. And I was very depressed the day, year 2002 or 3 in the States, when a bit earlier than that. I was very depressed when I could not find out a way for the internet. And I watched the movie in my friend's home, Forrest Gump. When I see him, I think, this is the guy we should learn from. Believe what you're doing, love it, whether people like it, don't like it, be simple. And like the word, life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you can get, right? I never know I would be here talking to you and talking to Charlie Rose. I never know. But today I made it. I told my people in my apartment 15 years ago, guys, we have to work hard, not for ourselves. If we can be successful, 80% of the young people in China can be successful. We don't have a rich father, powerful uncle. We don't have $1 from bank, 1 cent from government. Just work as a team.
So what do you worry about?
I worry about it today. Young people, a lot of young people lose hope, lose vision, and start to complain. Because we also have the same period. Because when it's not a good feeling being rejected by so many people. We also depressed, but at least later we find that the world has a lot of opportunity. How you see the world, how you catch the opportunity. So, in the Hollywood gives me a lot of inspiration. You know?
But you were out there for business. You were out there because you want to make movies and sell them.
I want to make the movie for business-wise. We are e-commerce company. We have a lot of products that need logistic. But movie, TV, these are things you don't need logistic system. And movie probably is the best product that can help Chinese young people to understand. Because one thing I told the Chinese people, my friends, in American movie, all the heroes at the beginning, they look like a bad guy. Terrible things coming, they become a hero. And finally, they all survived. China, if you're a hero, all the hero died. So, because only dead people become the hero. So nobody want to be the hero.
So you want to change the Chinese definition of hero?
Yeah, I want to say hero. Today we have so many heroes live in this world.
Are you still writing these kung fu novels, or are you just reading them?
I read them, and I start to write something. I think it's fun. The kung fu is something you start to think about something that you cannot do. But if you have some luck, if you continue to practice, if you got a good master, if you're a good team, you're an expert. So at least to make me, when I'm busy, when I'm tired or frustrated, I read kung fu books.
You also travel with a Tai Chi. Am I saying that right? A trainer. Tai Chi?
Tai Chi.
Tai Chi.
Tai Chi, yeah.
What does that do for you, other than keep you in good health?
I love Tai Chi. Tai Chi is a philosophy about yin and yang.
Yeah.
Tai Chi is about how you balance. How you work, like a competition. People say when I compete with eBay, say, you hate eBay. No, I don't hate eBay. It's a great company. They come, I go. Tai Chi is like, you fight here, I go over there. You put it on the top, I go to down, right? So it's a balance, right? You are heavy, I'm small, When I'm small, I can jump. You're heavy, cannot jump. So the Tai Chi is better philosophy. I use in Tai Chi philosophy in the business. Calm down. There's always way out. And keep yourself balanced. And meanwhile, don't try to, because business is a competition is a fun. Business is not like a battlefield. You die or I win. Business, even if you die, I may not win. Right? So it's better fun. So Tai Chi gives me a lot of inspirations.
But you want your life and you want this company, Alibaba, to change the world. And you're changing the world if, in fact, you provide a forum for buying and you enable people to earn a living. Yeah. But also, you believe that Alibaba ought to change the lives of women. So what are you doing?
At first, I think many years ago, I want to change the world. Now, I think if we want to change the world, we change ourselves. Change ourselves is more important and easier than change the world. And second is that I want to improve the world. Because it changed the world, maybe Obama's job. Because my job is to making sure that my team are happy. Because my team are happy, they can make my customer happy. If my customer, they are all small business. When they're happy, we are happy. About women, one of the secret source for Alibaba's success is that we have a lot of women.
What percentage of women
well,
among
one
Alibaba
day
employees?
before, I think 2 or 3 months before we IPO, there's American journalist come to our company. She asked me a question. Jack, I've seen so many women in your company. I say, what's wrong? We have later we find that we have 47% of the employees of our company are women.
How many? 40?
47% of our company are women. And we actually had a 51 because we acquired some company these days. They have more men, so balance that.
But these are women in top-level positions?
33% of the of the management are women. And 24% of the senior management, very top level, are women. We have a women CEO, CFO, CPO, Chief People Officer, and we have everywhere. And I think so comfortable to working with them because women, in this world, if you want to win in 21st century, you have to making sure that making other people powerful, empower others, making sure the other people better than you are, then you will be successful. So I find the women, they think about the others more than they think about themselves. Right. Yeah, women think about the kids, husband, parents, much more than the man. And the user-friendliness.
A couple of things I want to talk about before we go, because we have less than a couple of minutes. China today, are you worried the economy slowed down?
No, I don't worry about it. I think China is it's slowing down is much better than keep on 9%. China today is the second largest economy in the world. It's impossible to keep 9% of the growth. If China still keeps the 9% of the growth of the economy, there must be something wrong. You will never see the blue sky. And you will never see the quality. China should pay attention to the quality of the economy. China should not. So if we have a lot of influence, like Hollywood movies, things, and we have sports and these things in the GDP, will be much better. So I think, just like a human growth, this body can never grow. Certain time, the slow of growth of the body was slow, but you should grow your mind, grow your culture, grow your value, grow your wisdom. I think China is moving to that direction.
And you saw Modi in India?
Pardon?
Did you see Modi in India?
Not yet. I'm looking forward to that.
So you'll go to India. Yeah. Finally, there's this. You're one of the world's richest people. Your company is one of the world's richest companies. What do you want beyond Alibaba?
Well, by richest people, I was really not happy in the past 3 months when people say Jack Ma is the richest people of China.
Global celebrity, they said.
No, I'm not. When I started business,
you are.
I never thought, because how many, maybe I am, not, but I think 15 years ago, in my apartment, my wife was at that time one of the 18 founders. I asked her, do you want your husband to be a rich person? I never said rich person in China, rich person in Hangzhou, or you want your husband to be a respected person. She said, of course respected, because she never believed, and I don't believe we'll be rich people. We just want to survive. But I believe when you have $1 million, that's your money. When you have $20 million, you start to have a problem. You worry about inflation, which stock to buy and this, that, had to come. When you have $1 billion, that's not your money. That's the trust society give on you. They believe you can manage the money, use the money better than the government and the others. So I think today, I have the resources, do more things. With the money we have, with the influence we have, we should spend more time on the young people. And I would say, someday I'll go back to teach, go back to school, spend time with the young people, and sharing with them what I done. So the money is not mine. I just happily and having these resources, and I want to do a better job.
Just tell them your story.
Yeah, tell them the story, and tell them that if I don't think in this world there are a lot of people be rejected more than 30 times. If we, the only thing we never give up, the only thing we're like a Forrest Gump, we keep on fight, we keep on changing ourselves. We don't complain. Whether you were successful or not successful, I find that people, when they finish the job, if they make the mistake, if they fail, if they always complain the others, this guy will never come back. If the guy only check himself, something wrong with me here, something wrong with me there, this guy has the hope.
Jack, on behalf of everybody in this audience and a television audience around the world, thank you for taking your time to be with us.
Thank you, Ray. Thank you.
Hello guys! I hope all of you have listened this speech DL all the end and I hope it was helpful for you. So, can I get a like for this episode?
Yeah, of course. Like, share and subscribe to our channel to get updated every time with interesting episode, and also comment what and how much you learn from this speech or by.